The BJP-led NDA government has referred the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 to a joint committee of Parliament. When presented by Union Minority Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju, the bill was met with noisy protests from the opposition MPs. They called it an attack on the Indian Constitution, the religious freedom it guarantees, and a violation of the federal structure. Rijiju said he was ready to hold consultations with the stakeholders within the panel once it was formed. Now, what is the role of such parliamentary committees and how do they function? Keep watching to find out. What are parliamentary committees? The joint committee that is going to be constituted is a type of an ad hoc panel under the committees of Parliament. Before we dive deeper into that, let's talk about parliamentary committees as a whole. They serve as microcosms of Parliament and are constituted when an issue requires focused attention of a smaller body serving as a mini parliament. Parliamentary committees have their origins in the British Parliament and there are multiple types of them. They can be differentiated on the basis of their work, their membership, and the length of their tenure. Broadly, parliamentary committees can be classified into financial committees, departmentally related standing committees, other parliamentary standing committees, and ad hoc committees. Under ad hoc committees in specific, there are two main types. They are appointed for a specific purpose and then they cease to exist or are disbanded after they have completed the task assigned to them and have submitted a report to the House. Joint parliamentary committees. Of the two principal ad hoc committees, one is the Joint Parliamentary Committee, constituted for a specific purpose such as a detailed scrutiny of a subject matter or a bill. Now for the Waqf Amendment Bill, one such panel will be formed. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla will put it together and will include members from both the houses of Parliament and across parties. Now representation is in sync with the strength of the parties in the Parliament. Select Committee. The other ad hoc committee is the Select Committee on a Bill. This is formed for examining a particular bill and its membership is limited to MPs from one house only. Both these type of committees are chaired by MPs from the ruling party. How do these committees function? The time to speak on a bill is allocated according to the size of the party in the House. So MPs often do not get adequate time to put forth their views in Parliament. Committees are smaller groups with relatively less demands on their time. So in these meetings, every MP gets a chance and the time to contribute to the discussion. And these committee meetings are independent of Parliament's calendar. Moreover, these discussions are confidential and off-camera. So party affiliations usually do not come in the way of MPs speaking their minds. Many MPs even say that real discussions happen inside the committees. Interestingly, this is in line with what former US President Woodrow Wilson had observed, that Congress in session is Congress on public exhibition, whilst Congress in its committee rooms is Congress at work. How important are the committee recommendations? The report of the committee is of a recommendatory nature, so the government can choose to accept or reject these. Now, since the select committees and the joint parliamentary committees usually have a majority of MPs and heads from the ruling party, the suggestions are accepted more frequently. Further, these two committees have an added advantage because they can also include their own version of the bill in the report. Now, if you like this explainer and want more of them, like, share and subscribe to the Indian Express.